She's a little bit of hip hop and country, and I'm a little more rock and roll. When you mix in a little bit of whiskey, we sound like a radio.
Welcome to Wardlow.
Free your mind, nigga.
For real, like I am him and I am built different.
Are you suicidal?
No, yeah. No, yeah. Yes and no.
Positive vibes only, okay? Or else.
Oh man, I just can't figure women out.
Go ahead.
Listen, I'm big boy. This is just a reminder to take care of yourself. Come on.
Just do shit in person.
Just say that next time instead of getting all scared of me.
I love Tesla.
I don't care how many bad things happen to me. I will never stop playing.
I just shit my pants.
Whoa, everything's computer.
I will never stop playing. Play all day.
I swear on my life.
Anything that moves.
And just, you trust this will just keep going. So double duty. Let's make that big, dude.
Those are people who got saved.
What?
The Dragon SpaceX that went up to space. Was it like the people that were stuck up there?
Wait, did they get saved?
I think that's what that was.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a.
I gotta look that up.
It was a Dragon SpaceX saved the astronauts that you hexed.
I didn't hex them, dude. I tried to watch the lift off.
Watch them leave, but yeah, I think that like crazy ass video of it like docking was to the. Was it the ISS that was going up?
No, the ISS is up there all the time.
Okay. But like were they heading up to the ISS or like
I don't remember what the fuck they were doing, dude.
Yeah, it's
No, I think they were doing a separate thing. They were gonna go do a Boeing thing, and then they got stuck up there, and then the ISS was like, "We got you."
Yeah,
I think that's what happened.
Look just look up SpaceX Dragon, and I thought it said rescue mission. Because I was going to ask you about that because I saw it say rescue mission and I didn't know if that was true or not.
I've just been living life, dude.
You got your heads out of the clouds?
St. Patty's Day, boy.
Got those heads out of the clouds.
Wow, yeah. 3 hours ago, they're set to begin their journey home.
They saved them.
All right. So
Thank you, Elon Musk.
Home.
Say it.
Thank you, Elon Musk.
You should have went to a fucking Tesla rally.
I just tried to watch a lift. I was in Florida and I was like, "There's Cape Canaveral. There's all this."
They're just getting home now, dude.
That's insane.
Think about how bad that sucks. If they were
like
up there.
10 pounds ago.
Yeah, they fucking went up there and it was like a Japanese dude. That's the video. The video that like bullshit ass flyover.
Oh, is them connecting?
Is them docking to the thing to save your people.
Like you're gonna know what space looks like. That's what I'm saying.
I mean. If I had a camera on...
Why is it all black now?
I don't know, dude. Maybe because they stopped spinning it around.
I don't know. I was getting into... I was thinking about this overhead shots and clouds, like satellite stuff, because for some fucking reason, why the fuck would I have been looking in the Maui fire?
North Carolina?
Oh, no. Your boy got busted. The Vegas police chief.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I forgot about that.
He got busted with Diddy, and I saw the
Diddy
picture of
indictment.
him,
Yeah.
and I was like, damn, it's been a while with fucking Vegas, or with Maui. Then I was like, I have that book.
Oh, the invasion?
Maui land grabs.
Yeah.
And then I was checking all that shit out.
I
also saw the gayest thing. I think I saw the gayest thing I'll ever see. Remember when I was telling you, like,
I could change that at any minute.
I saw that movie. Dude, if you could top this, remember I told you I saw that movie with like Stanley Tucci and Colin Firth, and like the one guy's dying of Alzheimer's and they're like hugging each other.
They're old gay men.
And I was like, that's as gay as things get.
Yeah.
I was taking the train home, like definitely drunk and shit from St. Patty's Day or whatever, but I was taking the train home and I was like in line, and then there was a dude in front of me. Then there was another dude over here who's like his boyfriend, and he was taking pictures and every couple of seconds being like, and then they were like, he was like...
He surprised them?
No, he was like crying, like, goodbye, but he kept taking pictures.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, dude, they must be in love. Like, it must be real. Being gay must be real.
I mean, they're stimulating each other's prostates, dude.
It was crazy.
I've never been brave enough to go to that territory.
I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, dude, this is fucking insane.
It's weird as shit. Yeah, that's where people, like, get so bent out of shape, but, like... If you see two legit dudes, like if, every time I left your house and doing the
This would be, like,
podcast, you
only
cried.
Yeah, I know, for real. Like,
Yeah, everyone would be like, dude's face on the table.
never in my life. But yeah, I saw that.
Sentimental gay shit is literally fucking gross.
That was like right before I saw that. Right before I sent you that COVID-19 screenshot of that movie.
Yeah.
That the dates to the matchup.
all
Just good old memes. Oh yeah. So I could see like you can search your old stuff.
That's huge.
And I was like, damn, dude, I have the letters from Stephen Paddock never shot a fucking gun, bro. I have all this stuff in my photos from all my
People
old memes.
love that the Las Vegas shit.
Well, 58 people fucking died, dude.
It's the biggest mass shooting.
Mass shooting. And that guy jumped 2 ranks to become the Maui police chief.
Yeah.
You used to have to be there for a year. They changed it for him.
You tell me you didn't earn a shield, dude, because if you're saying shit like that where I'm from, you get punched in the fucking face.
Jumped a couple ranks. And he was also the coroner that day.
How does that work?
They were pulling bodies out of the fucking ocean, dude. Shit was burning from the inside out. There were frogs that were charred mid-leap. People that were
zapped.
People that were in planes in the sky. First of all, the power and the internet went out that morning.
Oh yeah.
Hours way before that.
Yes.
People were above the sky, much like that fucking footage. They saw a checkerboard in the sky.
Yeah.
There's a ship that they call the Harp Dome. This thing floats around.
That's what electromagnetic fields do to the clouds.
All this stuff. So they're saying that they put metal particles in the air that makes everything like way more explosive.
Yeah.
That's how that fire... Because that fire made no fucking sense.
Probably gets shit a lot hotter, too.
But Pelletier, the dude that was doing security for Diddy, he blocked all the roads.
Ooh.
So people...
Pelletier is the dude from Vegas and the Maui police chief, but he was doing security for Diddy.
Yeah. What's up?
That's what, like, Shane's like, there's no way you think everyone who's in, like, politics is a cannibalistic pedophile. And I was like, yes, I do. Because, like, shit like this.
I think everyone's compromised. And the more I'm looking into this, I think every dude that you see talking on fucking YouTube is compromised or some kind of a spy at this point.
Intellectual, yeah.
You can't tell me, you can't do a slight fucking half an hour dig and find out that the Weinstein's parents were in the Department of Justice.
Yeah.
And that weird fucking college,
Evergreen.
that Evergreen thing that you say probably didn't even fucking happen.
Dude,
probably didn't happen because what are the fucking odds that Matt Groening, Macklemore, all these dudes, it's not like they're saying nothing. They're not fucking around.
Yeah. Macklemore, like, fucking changed white dudes for 3 years.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about.
Like, dude, white dude, like, you know what that is actually really fucking weird because, like, my boys who got into Macklemore got pussy as fuck. Like, started getting real liberal. And were like, dude, don't say that shit around me, man. Like, for real.
This is what they said Geffen did with Nirvana. So, like, every bro was like Tommy Lee. And then it was like everyone was sad.
Yeah. Cusker put on 2 chains. Didn't go the gay route. Listen to
dude.
Big Booty Hoes.
Okay, man.
Yeah, that is like that Evergreen College makes zero sense. Whatever they're up to there, I don't fucking trust it at all. But especially not the Weinstein boys because that video showed me of him spazzing out about like if you question my like patriotism or like allegiance to America.
That's not even questioning that. That's just saying, dude, why don't you want to talk about how the FBI did a fucking background search on you and you got denied the same shit and they tightened up their shit after Jonathan Pollard. So that dude was a spy. We thought he was just a good old American. And then the Friedman thing's freaking me out because Drexel's right down the street.
Yeah, very close.
So Sexy Lexi and his brother and his dad, they're all like Drexel bros. And Moshe Cam's a Drexel bro. And
they're all getting fake bona fides. Like
fake PhDs, yeah.
Lex gets fake PhDs.
X out of this real quick because I heard that pop.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I've been through the mud and the blood far too many times, brother.
My bad.
I know a pop when I hear one. That wasn't it. Yeah, they're all getting just like fake PhDs and shit, and then going on Rogan like I went on MIT. I was in MIT.
Yeah, but they manufacture it right, and they wait the right amount of time, and they fucking kind of massage themselves into like being on your phone, in your algorithm.
Yeah.
Trying to get you to change.
Dude, I told you, I had to hit on YouTube, stop showing me this shit to Lex Friedman.
Yeah.
Lex Friedman and Huberman.
For some reason, when you go to sleep, this is what they want you to hear.
It's fucking crazy.
I'm telling you, man, if you're thinking that MK Ultra like never ended, what better? They found out that you can't drug the fucking country.
They tried.
Well, yeah, it doesn't work.
They tried very hard.
All those guys, after like that, you ever see that picture of the girl they got to change her urine thing every 14 days or whatever.
No.
There were girls. Dr. Cameron, I think his name is. There were girls up in Canada. A lot of the MK Ultra shit with the LSD was in Canada.
Yeah.
There were chicks that were they were trying to erase a mind and then rebuild a mind. So like this was a project that they had been working on.
Yeah.
And they found out that this is so hard. This doesn't work.
Yeah, you just make a fucking vegetable.
Television is the best form of mind control.
That's a good documentary.
If today, if you think about it today, nobody's watching TV. They're not going to give up on the behavior modification.
They got it even closer to your face.
The social engineering that they were doing for all this time since MK Ultra through TV, they're not just going to drop. They're not going to go, oh shit, it's on YouTube now. Fuck, we're toast. They're going to get in there. All the countries are going to get in there. The Chinese, the Israelis, they're all going to jump in. So like, if you're seeing somebody, there's a real good chance they're a fucking spy, which makes you, if you say it, people go, you're crazy, man. You're schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Then you start like scratching off the surface of any of these motherfuckers, and you're like, dude, you can't do that to a regular person.
I know. That's my beef.
Didn't work in the 60s for the Kennedy DOJ.
Yeah, like that Ian Carroll kid. Like, oh, my dad was walking. Well, he was one of the hippies, you know, that was like.
Oh, they always march. There's like one side that is like the weird lefties that march with people. Oh, my dad marched with MLK. All right, dude, so did Bernie Sanders. It's like, we're the normal ass people. No, they were at work.
And he was a sex addict freak. So you're not doing yourself any favors after Trump released the papers on MLK.
It was a different time, dude. The 70s were a different time.
Having a threesome. That's crazy to do in the 60s and 70s as MLK. Like that shit's weird as fuck. But yeah, I mean, I swear to God,
that sounds far fetched, right?
What?
Like if you say that, it sounds far fetched because you're like, that can't be real. But it's like, dude, they could easily do this. This is easier for them to do than television.
Well, I just think it's a new tech. Like they had the TV, and at first you got hooked at like you're just like, holy shit, a fucking TV. You start watching it, and then there's like a golden age of TV where it's like, this is great, fucking watching True Detective, everything's normal, and now they're just like, dude, like we're almost done using this thing. Do whatever the fuck you want on them. True Detective season 4, fucked up shit like that. But they had the same thing with phones, where like phones were sick. You could play Flappy Bird or whatever that fucking game was.
Angry Birds, dude.
No, there's another game where it's like a bird goes up and down these hills and you press the screen for it to go up and down. It's fucking sick. But that was like 2011, and like Instagram and all this shit was absolutely fine. It was just pictures of shit. Like there was no real like programming or crazy shit you could do. It was like somewhat boring. And then they get hit with ads, COVID happens, everything's on your fucking phone, and everyone they're like legitimate phone addictions, like people freaking the fuck out. Like they need this thing now. So I think they're doing that shit. Like you were hip to it a little while ago with like they're kind of just getting away from TV. The news is fucked. Like they're kind of just dropping that shit, and it's all going to be like Netflix streaming, TikTok, like your girl who's like 85 years old doing TikTok dances.
Who? Oh yeah,
fucking like the Kraken
doing
or
the skibbity or whatever.
Yeah, that's like, I think they're just gonna go into something like that because it is like the programming that is happening on phones now is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think it's like they wouldn't have given up that power, right?
No,
but another thing I don't think they would have given up is coordinated disasters, like choreographed synthetic, like what Jones would call a synthetic.
You only get sued for $1 billion.
I don't want to get out over my skis. But if you take another look at Maui, dude, there were people that were coming up dead, frozen in the position of swimming in the ocean. Now, this is all word of mouth because you don't get any footage of this.
Still not allowed there.
Because it was a media blackout.
Yeah.
And they didn't want anybody doing building at. They didn't let anyone have any building permits to rebuild it for a while.
It's a 15-minute city now. That's what they're going to do.
That dude came out of nowhere, and he ended up being the coroner and the incident commander or whatever the fuck it was.
Of Maui.
Yeah, the day that it happened, they set up, like you watch TV, like they'll set up like here's where we're going to direct operations.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck this, and he set up his own one. He did road blockades where people couldn't get the fuck out.
And they couldn't get aid there.
Couldn't get in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would chill the fuck out if you could explain to me why the dude who botched fucking Vegas.
2,000 missing kids, dude.
What?
Maui.
There's 2,000.
This is what they were saying. This is what they were saying to start, and then it goes. Then there's a media blackout. Then you hear about like Oprah and shit.
Yeah.
You don't hear about like there's houses like complete. It's like ash, a house totally untouched, totally fine.
That's
plastic surviving, metal melting, glass melting.
I can understand that shit in my head.
Yeah.
Like that's my same problem with 9/11. Like I saw the building get built on video. That is a brick shit house. That shit doesn't fall like that. Like
Trump said it.
I saw a car fire on Route 1 one time that was like on the bottom of Route 1 and up top of the hill was a house. Yeah. All the siding is burned from a car fire. One car fire.
Yeah.
How is a house completely staying cool the whole time?
I spent some time back in the early 2000s this morning thinking about the Kushners.
Why did you get into the Kushners?
For some reason, dude, I got into this.
Did you send me the thing of him trying to live forever?
Yeah, for some reason I got into this thing called, the fuck was it called? Longevity velocity.
What the fuck is that?
Dude, these motherfuckers.
You must be up to evil shit if you're this afraid of dying.
These motherfuckers think they're going to live forever.
Yeah.
They're told, there's TED Talks where they're talking, all you got to do is make it to 2045.
Seriously.
2045 is where the tech that's like the new immortal tech.
Yeah.
You know, the Mormon money launderer Brian Johnson's trying to live forever.
Is he a Mormon?
I think so, yeah.
That's sick.
They're a BYU grad. And then I think Kushner and these types, they think they're going to live forever. And I mean, dude, his dad was a freak show. I forgot
Kushner's
about
dad?
it. Yeah, Kushner's dad. So when 9/11 happened, his dad was on like the commission of the Port Authority. Kind of a big deal.
Huge deal.
He was a bigwig, or what they would call a mocker. But they, what do you call it? He fucking,
like anything that moves.
When 9/11 happened, Christy Todd Whitman was the governor. But then, after that, there was this dude McGreevy. He ended up having to come out of the closet. He was gay.
Really?
He appointed his boyfriend. I wrote his name down. What the fuck is his name? He appointed his boyfriend, Golan Seppel, the anti-terror czar for the country.
This country.
I think so. Or maybe New Jersey. I don't know. But he's a 35-year-old sailor poet from Israel. And
fuck, dude.
You're
better cover, dude. Give him a better cover.
He met him a couple years ago on a trip over there. But McGreevy, you know, he's in the closet or whatever, and then
no shit.
His biggest donor is Charles Kushner. Charles Kushner brings Golan, how do you say this word? Golan Seppel brings him over, you know.
It's a man.
And he brings him over. He's the guy that sponsors his visa, and he gives him money through his company. But this company that he uses, he also uses the money to dish it out to Hillary Clinton.
I forget to breathe when you tell me this shit.
He gives it out to Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
You know.
This is post 9/11.
Yeah. When did Hillary get in? To Senate.
Obama.
When did JFK Jr. get? Was that after? That was before.
When he died?
That was before 9/11.
Yeah, it was the 90s, I think.
Yeah, so he's giving money out to Hillary, to McGreevy, to like senators. He has like a slush fund of it's his money though.
Yeah.
Like they came from nothing, dude.
The Kushners.
Their parents fled the Holocaust.
Many such cases.
His dad had a carpentry business. Like Kushner's grandfather had a
Joseph.
His name was Joe, I think, too. His Kushner's grandpa had a company called Holocaust Carpentry.
Shut the fuck up,
I swear to
dude.
God, I wrote it down. Then never mind. Hold on.
As a joke?
No, for real. I wrote it down.
We build wooden doors.
No, sorry. Apologies. His grandfather had a company called Holocaust Builders.
Bro.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. I mean, dude, Kushner's dad was like a fucking maniac.
Sick name, honestly. Put that on a shirt.
Dude, he had a brother he's always embattled with, Murray.
Oh my God.
Dude, Charles brings a guitar home. Murray fucking smashes it and says, like, that's not how we did. Like, you're not going to get ahead in America playing the fiddle. And he sends.
God, bro.
So they're like fucking cutthroat, right?
Yeah.
They become big. He becomes like a big time property guy, and he starts paying off politicians. But Murray is like, fuck this. That's our money, right? Dude, he's in an FBI sting. So like
Murray.
Murray.
Cousin Murray.
Charles got when he had that Port Authority thing, he was supposed to run the Port Authority afterwards. So McGreevy got in, and like he was supposed to be like the head of it. He was just on the board.
Yeah.
But he had to resign, and he ended up going to fucking jail. You remember that guy Louis Free?
Yes.
Remember from Waco? Yeah, the dude from the eye.
Yeah, yeah.
He was supposed to investigate. He was supposed to do this anti-terrorism shit, and they put that fucking Golan Sipple dude out of nowhere. And the FBI was like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? And then they started investigating Charles Kushner. They went after Murray, and they went after the sister. And
Kushner's sister.
Jared's aunt.
Yeah.
So fucking Charles Kushner's family's like, fuck yeah, we'll work with the feds. He's giving our money to politicians. That should be for us. So they started tattletaling on their brother. He fucking lost his shit and blackmailed. He got the sister. I'm sorry, it's a convoluted story.
This does not happen in households that I've been in.
The fucking dude sits there and he's like, oh yeah, you're going to come in my bag. I'm the one making the money for the family. Fuck this. Tells Murray to go fuck himself. Murray's working with the feds, trying to get him locked up in jail.
Murray's such a loser name.
Right? Fuck, that's fucked up. Dude.
Murray.
Don't pick your name. Dude.
I know, but your parents, like if you're Jewish and your parents hit you with Murray, they could hit you with anything, like a sick Old Testament name. You just get hit with Murray.
Yeah, but then, so his sister, he hates his sister's husband's name, Billy. And he's like, dude,
Jewish?
Billy's cheating on my sister constantly. He gets one of his boys to fucking do a blackmail on him. They literally honeypotted his brother-in-law. They videotaped him getting a blowjob. They watched it in his office cracking up. They thought this was like, dude, Charles Kushner didn't think this was illegal. He set it up, dude. He did it again. He did it twice. He did it to some dude was like,
it's like an African man coming here and raping and checking like what?
Dude, there's another guy. There was a whistleblower who was like going to send him to jail. And he tried to honeypot him, and he like saw what was up, and he said no to the prostitute, so it didn't go down.
Yeah.
And then he had to pull from the thing of like, yo, I'm not gonna try to be the Port Authority. I'll fucking get out of this.
Chillax.
I'll chillax. And they were like, nah, dude. Pled guilty, got sent to Alabama. Wasn't allowed to be involved in any more Kushner bullshit. But Jared was 24. The world's his oyster. And then he's like rubbing his hands. All he has to go is all he has to do is go down to Alabama, visit Papa.
Yeah.
Get the fucking. So he's getting coached by this dude who's like a fucking real estate god.
Oh my God.
Like a money god.
This is Kushner's dad.
Yeah. And Kushner was like, at the time, Kushner's like in Harvard. He's in this like fucking society called like The Fly or something. He's an up and comer.
Yeah.
And then he buys a newspaper.
Kushner.
He buys a newspaper called The Observer.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is Jared. This is Jared in the early 2000s. But I got into this shit because it was like, this motherfucker definitely, he used to run marathons with his dad. His dad's like a fucking maniac, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he sounds fucking insane.
Definitely thinks he's going to live forever. If they are sitting there.
If that's in you, yeah, I would want to live forever if I was being that big of a piece of shit.
Well, the TED Talk's kind of like it's a business pitch where they're like, dude, these billionaires will give us money to study this. They'll give more money. So they did a survey, like, how much money would you...
It's the only thing they can't get more of, bro.
Exactly, dude. That was the thread you sent me.
Yeah.
But, they interviewed these billionaires and like, how much would you give to live longer? And they were like, they would give... On average, they were answering, they will give half to live 10 more years. So, like, that's how much money that they're ready. They don't give a fuck about you. What's wrong with your kidneys or whatever.
They'll probably use you as a guinea pig with, like, blood work and fucking...
Yeah, because they're sitting there going, mRNA, how the fuck are we going to figure this out?
Yeah. Put it on the fucking humans.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes complete sense,
They don't even think we're human. But, yeah. And so, anyway... Kushner's dad is now going to be the ambassador to France because Trump's like, he's cool.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't want like to be France if this guy's the guy that's like going to be, you got to go deal with this guy if you're France.
How do you keep opium though?
If you're Macron and you want to go talk to America, you got to go.
Mac Daddy?
You got to go through fucking Charles Kushner.
Mac Daddy and his husband. Dude,
he was high up controlling a lot of shit that went on during 9/11 and Christy Whitman was there. She was very powerful when I was young.
Bro, if you're doing blackmail honeypots and you don't think it's illegal, Think about the illegal shit the motherfucker was doing.
If you're brazen enough to sit there and I mean, not to mention the fact that like Jared hits the basement when BB comes over to sleep in his own fucking bed. Don't forget about that shit.
What?
When BB Netanyahu comes to visit Mr. Kushner, Jared used to go down the basement and then BB slept in his bed.
Oh my fucking God.
They know each
boys
other.
Like that.
They're boys like that from way back. He's like a fucking.
This is all starting to make sense because that's that thing we were reading. Fucking
dude, his internship.
They're against Epstein.
His internship was with Henry Morgenthau, and his dad did Bretton-Woods. So like he was like under the most powerful fucking Jewish dude in America.
Yeah.
When that was Jared's internship.
That is.
And then he got the call up, and the first thing he did with money was he went to who the fuck did he go to? I'll try to remember it. Oh, Barclays. And maybe SoftBank. Maybe SoftBank. Some other like investor. They got 1.6 billion, and he bought 666 Fifth Avenue.
Trump's building.
No, I don't think that's Trump's building.
I thought it was Trump. One of Trump's towers is 666.
Well, Kushner owns 666.
Holy fucking shit! I didn't know they were that wild.
The Kushners are fucking nuts, dude.
This is the fucking craziest backstory I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, they made Ivanka fucking become Jewish and everything.
I mean,
like that dude.
They're about that life.
No, they're like legit. Like you don't talk during Seder type shit.
Are you serious?
Dude fucking spazzed, yeah. Dude lost his shit on Murray's kids. Or Billy's kids, one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
dude, and even Jared was just like, fuck my aunt and uncle. They live off what my dad did.
God.
So you can kind of imagine that kind of a dude, right?
Yeah, and then to say, I'm probably going to live forever.
That, and he's going on Sexy Lexi's. And you're like, how the fuck's this dude pulling this as a guest? I did not know he went on
Lex Friedman's, dude.
I throw emails out there, and nobody gets back to me.
Yeah, like, what are we saying wrong? Am I just being too real and vulnerable?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is like that whole.
I don't know how. Like
you sound like a fucking hater though when you're like, oh fuck Lex Friedman. How does he do like immediately?
Sound whatever you want.
Immediately, people are gonna be like, you're a hater, but I'm not because like that dude talks for 4 hours somehow, and the only thing he says is like, "What about love? You think love would fix the conflict in Israel?" It's like, bro, you're from MIT allegedly, and this is what you're coming up with to fix the conflict.
If all these guys are spies, do a better job, make them better.
Destiny.
I mean, guys, you got to do a better job. I guess you can't create Riz.
You can't.
That might be the situation.
I just don't like. Yeah, that my ears are perked up with all the IDW, Friedman.
You gotta go with your gut on that stuff, dude. You never like that shit.
I really do. I just don't like dudes who think they have it figured out is like one of my main enemies in life.
I want to know what the term would be for a reverse dog whistle. Like when I'm watching Zero Day and they're like, it was probably Moscow or neo-Nazis. In my head, I'm going, nice try.
I think it's just a left-wing dog whistle. It's not a reverse dog whistle.
Okay,
it's just a left-wing dog whistle where like
whatever.
I don't think dog whistles have to do with just right-wing people, right?
I don't know really what it means.
Like if you looked up I've
only ever heard it referred to in like a Nazi term.
Yeah.
But they've turned them into such cartoonish figures. I don't know what to say anymore. Yeah. At this point, I mean, can you get mad at guys like Daryl Cooper for believing a lot of the shit they read?
Yeah.
Are you going to get mad?
You see Hans Zimmer talking, and you're like, these guys?
Yeah. Would you get mad if that was all of our accents? Dude, honestly, it's kind of sick.
I don't know. Shit's pretty fucked up right now. I'd have to weigh out my fucking options.
What did he do? And he's like, I designed this after a Viennese brothel.
Vietnamese brothel.
No, Viennese.
Oh, Viennese.
Yeah.
Like Vienna.
Like Vienna.
Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I think we all just have to put the swords down and get our best people together and just like, dude, we can have a one world culture and government, just the best shit.
Yeah, dude.
And that we can keep it at that. Like that dude from Martyr Made, I listened to that this weekend, and that dude was blowing my mind.
Walking encyclopedia.
That shit was blowing my mind, dude. Shit sucked for everyone, guys.
I mean, I'm off.
Stop.
I'm off sugar. I don't take the medications. The medicines. I swear to God.
Not a med boy?
I'm not a med boy. Don't know what to do.
Going the term.
I can only talk as good as I can talk. I don't know how those guys do it. Unless I'm missing that much brain.
No,
you know what I mean?
I think
down that bad. They do a scan. They're like, yeah, dude. There's like a whole empty spot right there.
You're at about 20%. He's got 5 years. Yeah, that's what I think. Like they drink their own Kool-Aid.
If they scan me, like, did you ever fall?
Yeah, 20 feet. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what. Like I think these dudes like they're too fucking stupid and gay. Like Weinstein is too much of a fucking big spaz bitch to be like acting like a smart guy. Like I think these people are like kind of just getting pushed through because like, dude, if you're a fucking retard and you take a test and a teacher comes back like 100%, that was fucking great. He'll believe it.
I'm pretty sure that's what do you call it? Errol said they did to Elon.
That's what I'm saying. Like these people are probably just getting pushed through and they're like, you probably.
Dude, did you ever get into that one?
What?
Elon went to the Biltmore.
What's the Biltmore?
Oh, it almost got taken out by the hurricane. Fucking the picture where everyone's like, that's obviously Anderson Cooper from Pizzagate.
Oh.
You know that mansion?
Yeah, yeah.
Allegedly, Elon went there when he was a teenager. And there was some kind of like, that kicked something off.
How about that? The hacker in fucking Zero Day, they say he went to the Dalton school.
That's a weird, this is what I'm saying. That's a reverse dog whistle. This is what I'm talking about.
That was weird as fuck.
Like when they said out of nowhere, when they're like, this is the biggest overreach of whatever.
Since the Patriot Act?
Patriot Act, and then they're like, we're going to have to get rid of habeas corpus. And like, he's like, we didn't even have to do that for 9/11. That's like what I'm saying. That's like a reverse.
It's a dog whistle.
It's not even a dog whistle. It's like they're telling you the story.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you
heard. It's what Satanists said. This is old school stuff. Satanists have to tell you how they defile you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you've heard of Havana Syndrome. This is what they're talking about.
Yes.
You've heard of Sirhan writing, got to kill Bobby Kennedy.
Who
Bobby
killed
Kennedy.
Bambi?
You know, it's like, we've heard about all this stuff. Here, take a look at it. For like fucking whatever. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
it's the whole fucking show I'm watching. I'm like, dude, they're just trying to like, that's what I'm saying.
I would love to be the guys that are like, who are we going to get? And then somebody just goes, De Niro will do it. He wants this so bad.
If I get like that in my old age, someone shoot me in the head with a fucking bullet.
I was going to tell you, when Kushner was trying to buy The Observer, the dude that was trying to buy it, and he was just diddled, like taking too long playing with himself.
Fiddle fucking.
Robert De Niro.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
De Niro was going to buy The Observer.
Yep.
Isn't he the dude who...
He was going to do it for, I think, through the Tribeca Film Festival, where he, at the time, was promoting Vaxxed.
And now he's doing this.
Yeah, that was the old De Niro. That was in the 90s when he did Ronin, and he was in Paris.
Yeah. Then that's where the manila envelope was created, the DOS.
That's when the DOS got hit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, either it's so hard to try to get in the minds of these people because they're so fucking dumb. Like, if you
media people,
no, like Weinstein, De Niro, like the only thing that makes sense is like
you're never gonna let this Weinstein. I saw that thing this morning. I was like,
serious, like, dude,
Bill's gonna love this.
Like, fucking, I have to sit there and listen to dudes like
a spy?
Dudes like Brian Callen went to dinner with Eric Weinstein last night. Like, you pay? That's about as much that would happen there, dude. Just absolute T-Rex arms. Not a guy to go to dinner with. He's not the guy you want to go get a few pops and a steak with. Let's just say that. He's not the best hang at the steakhouse, dude. It's like Zelensky hitting like, yes, we can go out to dinner, but who's going to pay? Like, these people are all made like Zelensky, same fucking type of dude. Absolute asshole.
Yeah, he's like a created guy.
He is a created guy.
So they got him, and someone's going to have to shed light on this. In the future, maybe they'll be able to see how all this is manipulated.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not just me. They're telling me there's hundreds of thousands of views on this stuff.
Bots.
Bots.
That's all that is, dude. There's no way 100,000 people could, like, he's saying shit that's so fucking out there that it would be for like 7 people at Berkeley. Like, he's not making any sense for the common man. Like, when he did his theory of everything on Rogan.
Oh, you're still talking about Weinstein?
Yeah, who are you talking about? I hate him, dude. I hate the fraud. I hate the charlatans and the frauds, dude. He's going on there. That whole thing on Rogan with his theory of everything literally doesn't explain fuck all, and then just goes, it's on a website. Pull it up, james.com. Exposed. You're a fucking absolute nerd retard. You've been taken advantage by the Mossad or who the fuck ever. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know who that was geared to get, because it did work pre-COVID to get a bunch of fucking idiots thinking they're smarty pants.
Yeah, right.
And then it's like, it was actually a Lably. It was transferred from a pangolin to a fucking bat. It's like, oh, yeah?
But they did roll that out like that.
They did. That's what I'm saying. They got everyone, like, it's the intellectual dark web. This is the real secrets on the internet.
I don't think anybody picked it up except for a few articles from Barry Weiss.
What?
But, like, no one cared about that. It was just like an article from Barry Weiss.
What, the IDW?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's all like an in-house thing, but I want one day they might trace it all. They might find all the funds for all this. It might go to one spot. Or they'll spread it around shell companies or whatever. Yeah. But somebody might do it. Somebody might dig and figure this out. Find out where all this where all these freaks came from.
It is fucking bizarre, though, because Rogan, like, me and you listen to that shit all day long. Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast at night, every day. It was awesome. Shit was fucking cool. And then out of nowhere, all these douchebags start coming on. And then he has Hotez.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
On fucking COVID. I'm really scared about this shit, man. And then it's like, dude, the door's locked. You're fucked. You had Hotez on. Got scared about COVID. Door's locked. You're fucked. You're never going to be able to leave the room anymore. You might as well make it comfy. That's just my fucking theory in my head. Like,
I don't really know what that means when you say that.
Like you were saying, like, we got to protect Rogan. Like, it seems like he's surrounded by evildoers.
No, I was just saying, like, I wonder if those guys are like, fuck it, they're just trying some spy shit. If it's that, you can brush it off.
You could, yeah.
It's probably nothing.
If you have, that's what I'm saying. If you have no blackmail, they have nothing on it.
Low-level intelligence guys. This is probably not that much money to prop one of these guys up.
Nah, nothing.
A lot of times they make fools of themselves, and they get in with Epstein and the. Like, remember when we were looking at the Edge shit and they're all just nerds? Yeah. And then Epstein pulls the money.
Millionaires dinner?
Epstein pulls the money and they stop doing the Billionaires Boys Club at night or whatever the fuck that was.
It's probably the day they had sex every year.
Yeah.
It's probably a millionaire's dinner where there was prostitutes and like, we got to get back.
I don't know. Like, real big guys were going there. That's not like, Weinstein's like a low tier guy. But like Sergey Brin's going to that.
Yeah.
Like Bill Gates is going to that.
They aren't necessarily like fucking suave.
When Kushner got the Observer, they said he became a bit of a man about town, started hanging out met Rupert Murdoch, got invited on yachts with Sergey Brin.
Yeah, dude.
That's
what I'm saying.
Chilling with the likes of Ron Emanuel and Elon Musk.
Yeah, like all I'm saying is like dudes like Bill Gates and all those guys, if they're out to dinner with like famous rich people, probably not getting that many looks from the chicks. But if you have the Edge Foundation and you have the millionaires dinners, it's a level playing field with you and the fellas.
I just think it's like this is the stuff that we see as minions in the world, and it might just be a show. And then like once you get like above all this, you're like, oh yeah, that's for the fucking plebs. Yeah. And like the real power is like way beyond all this. This is all the world we're looking at them like, oh whoa, what's this?
Yeah.
But they're not doing shit. They're just putting on a show. They're just doing messaging. They're being like media manipulators and like getting in there and just shuffling around, being like just fucking with shit. Honestly,
I mean, the grand conspiracy might be it's all for ad money.
I want to know. I want to know where the ad money, how the ad money even works. Honestly,
the IRS.
This is the craziest thing to me.
The Federal Reserve creates ad money.
They make all this ad money. They print all this ad money. It's fiat. It's debt-based fiat.
It is crazy, dude. I don't understand it at all, but
I'm trying to wrap my head around fucking gold, but
just buy it, dude. Don't ask any more questions. It's been around forever. Nothing has had like that much power for that long. Gold is the way. I know no one wants to fucking, especially a big corner like yourself. You don't want to hear it's like, oh, how am I gonna like hold it? It's like, dude, not necessarily getting.
I haven't looked today, but the coins have not been doing good.
No, yeah, nothing's doing good. Trump's a fucking idiot, dude.
Stop.
Trump's ruining the economy.
I'll suspend habeas corpus. Stop. Stop.
Trump's a fucking piece of shit.
Did you see that Denver airport?
No.
They had They had a problem.
A crash?
Something like this. And I started thinking they might slowly, like.
You're reading my mind.
I'm wondering if they're gonna slowly dismantle infrastructure.
Absolutely.
So slow that you're just kind of like, everything's falling apart, man. And then they're like, man, we should have dodged that.
Yeah.
And then like, this will go on for the rest of my life.
No, I'm going to get on the next flight to Mars. Elon said you go for free.
Oh, shit. It's like Idiocracy.
If I just put in Neuralink, I'll go to Mars for free. They say I got a house there.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I rewatched Idiocracy. I haven't seen that in forever.
It's a great movie.
It's hilarious. They go on a ride. It's like the time machine is the ride. And then they go back in time and it's like, then the UN came and got rid of the Nazis. Like the UN, they call it the UN. Shit's cracking me up.
Yeah, that's you hit me with the theory that maybe Trump's saving Musk for last, dude, and that would make me the happiest little boy in the world.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just holding
like thinking that he's purposely tanking Tesla is kind of like to get rid of the tech bros.
Yeah, if you keep watching Zero Day, you'll see a lot of that. Like they're for some fucking reason they're like
no spoilers, please.
No spoilers. I'm just saying for some reason like it doesn't make sense. Like I'm not trying to be lib or anything like that, but like why the fuck is Elon Musk hanging around, dude?
Everything is computer.
Like this motherfucker, the fuck out of here. Why is the Roadster, whatever the fuck that car is, sitting in the front of the White House? Like this shit is ass. Like the build quality of Teslas is shit. Like
I don't know. I get Ubers, good enough for me.
They're cool, but it's like, dude, this isn't space age shit. Like it's just all plastic and everything's cheaper because it just looks sleek. Like it's not that hard. You get that wood grain in there, bro. You start talking about high country trim packages. Now we're talking a real car.
I'm not into that. I'm on the flip side of you. I think it's disgusting. I think they got to stop with the trucks.
Absolutely.
And trucks should just be for work. And if you want to drive around something like that, get like a fucking Lincoln Navigator or something. But stop making the regular work truck that's just a crew cab or no, just a single cab.
So, dude, they don't make single cab. You have a special order of single cab.
Yeah, see, like that's what I'm saying is
they
backwards.
Took that from us.
It's backwards, and it's all because everybody wants the better shiny thing.
Yeah, I asked the dude.
It's like, just go, please stop. You want all that shit, dude. Stop pretending you're still working.
Yeah.
Go buy a regular car.
You don't need Wi-Fi in your whip.
You don't need a truck, dude. Like you're like, oh, dude, I got to get the new F-250 or the new High Country. It's like, why?
They're $100,000.
Yeah. Let's get a hat. Like,
I think they
tricked.
No, obviously not.
Yeah.
I think they tricked fucking like the apprentices and stuff were killing it so hard. Like all the people who didn't fall for the college psyop were really doing well.
No, they weren't, dude. They got approved for credit and they lost all their money.
What do you mean?
You're saying that they were killing it so hard they bought trucks?
No. I think they were like killing it real hard and like trucks were normal price and everything was normal. And they're like, we have to get these motherfuckers in debt too. And then it was like, how about a Denali Ultimate, but it's $100,000, your college tuition.
Maybe.
Like adios, dude. That shit is a payment.
Yeah,
for
maybe
life.
they finally can get their money on those weird loans. I don't understand interest. Don't understand points. Don't understand any of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, you have to just let it all rot.
Doesn't make sense to me.
If everyone just came together under this one thing, it would tank truck prices down. They literally made that Nissan illegal.
Which one?
The $10,000 Nissan truck.
Oh, okay.
It's like what you're talking about having. Like they made that thing.
I thought it was a Yoda.
Or a Yoda, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, that thing's 100%. You cannot have it here for literally no reason.
Right.
10 G's makes sense for a whip.
Not anymore.
I mean,
fucked money. That's another thing I don't understand.
They're
fucking money up.
Yeah, right. When we get it, they just debase currency. That thing I sent you was sick though.
Like your $100,000 now is equal to $75,000  4 years ago, 5 years ago, and I don't know who did that, but whatever, that happened. So that's why
and the only way you can stay afloat.
Prices are going up, and you're like, oh, it's got wood grain though, cool.
Yeah,
heated seats, cool, man.
The same exact truck went up $40,000.
Yeah,
that's what's.
But that's what I mean. Out of 100, it's like that's what inflation was. Like $2, $3 is $2 or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's that much of a jump.
But dude, the constant is gold.
I hear you, but
if you purchase that, just fucking hold on to that and see what the fuck happens.
Yeah,
the biddies, I like, especially with like this the 0 day stuff.
Catherine Austin Fitz says it's a fucking Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, I can't trust it. If it takes, it's like a theory of everything.
It's a Ponzi scheme that they're playing games with, that they want to push and they can do it, and that Sailor guy can do it.
Yeah,
and all they got to do is pull the string. They can. She said it in one of the podcasts I was listening to. Was if they'll have it go up to 700,000 if they feel like it. It's just the last guy holding the bag is going to be hurting.
The bag man.
Yeah,
it will take fucking everyone out. If it went up to 700,000, you'd be hitting me with, dude, you don't understand money.
The ultimate hodl is just you're the last guy with the bag. You have nothing, and they'll use this to destroy America. They'll take all of the natural resources. They'll slowly hollow out America by just getting rid of it through this Bitcoin thing.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't know. She'd have to explain it to me. I hope she could talk to us.
Yeah,
I asked her to, please.
What's up? Don't be a stranger, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something else. Oh, that WEF article I was reading, Fed's going to be punching air because they're saying that at-home gardens are bad for the environment and they need to be stopped if you want to get to net zero by 2030.
Right.
So for some reason, they do not want you doing any home gardening whatsoever.
Yeah, I was checking out stuff where, I think this is, like, I don't know how to explain how it relates to this, but you might be able to figure it out. Like, they came up with climate change because they were fucking with the climate.
Yes.
Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
So, like, they came out when they were originally doing the HARP stuff.
Like, if you do your own home gardening and making your own plants, you start seeing what plants, especially if you get like real seeds, not like Monsanto seeds, like it looks way different.
Well, nothing has seeds anymore. So like I texted Fed, I was like, yo, man, do limes not have seeds? He was like, no, you got to order them online. So think about how fucked up that is.
Limes don't have seeds.
Go get limes. Try to find a seed for me. They took them out.
Dude, I just thought they didn't have them.
Exactly. They have fuck tons of them. You have to order them online. Yeah, whoa. Dude.
Yeah, so you're eating GMOs.
You're just, all of this stuff is GMOs, and it's not like an evil thing. It's like people don't want to be dealing with all these fucking lime seeds.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing I'm saying with the weather is like, once they started, like a couple years ago, dude, 6 inches of rain fell in 48 hours in Dubai. They get 3 inches a year.
I mean, they on record fucking say they're fucking with weather now.
They were on record saying it in the 70s, dude.
Yeah.
But in order to cover up when this shit goes down, what are you going to tell Dubai? Climate change. What are you going to tell people about an insane set of storms and tornadoes?
North Carolina.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck about North Carolina.
For real.
Think about there was 2 Maui fires. There was the LA fires. Like, what the fuck are they doing? This is all manufactured shit. You can sit there and be like, it's not. There's video of fucking dudes that look like they're wannabe Sicarios lighting houses on fire. Well, you think they're doing shit for free?
Yeah.
Like,
it's fucking creepy.
It doesn't make sense to me. But I'm saying with the food, there's like a thing where they're like, dude, you can't be trusted to have your own chickens. Only we can have chickens. You're not even gonna like the way it tastes. It's like, yeah, dude, like I can't eat that Amish meat. It tastes fucking weird.
Yeah.
I want the shit from fucking Bezos.
You want the slop.
I want the I'm fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like they fucked my
head
up.
That's what like vitamins and minerals taste like.
Yeah, so like if I'm having health problems, we'll be like, they're gonna.
Why is my potato so small?
There was that thing about fucking RFK Jr. chilling with Hannity, and it was this big deal because this Steak and Shake thing is gonna have beef tallow.
Oh, yeah.
And the liberals hate the liberals like to pound Wesson and tell you that you're a chud, but fucking they're saying that it's not beef tallow, it's fries. If you eat fucking potatoes like that, the carbs will turn to sugar if you don't exercise.
Not true.
Well, you can go over there and be a Republican then. And the liberals will tell you
more soy,
that the soy is okay. And in reality, both things are real.
Yeah.
You shouldn't eat that many fries.
You shouldn't eat fries every day.
We don't need to be eating this much food. How did we end up eating this much food? They told us we had to eat 3 fucking times. My grandma made one little fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
I mean,
you don't have to eat as much.
3 times a day is crazy. Like that's what like I've been like a while back. I was on a job and this dude like I got them breakfast at 9, and then like 12 o'clock came around. He's like looking at me like all weird. I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "You gonna get lunch?"
Your program.
And I was like, I mean, bro, you just ate a fucking bacon, egg, and cheese on a hoagie. You good? He goes, "I'm getting dizzy." And like I tried to explain, to explain to like a fucking Dominican dude, like, we used to go for weeks without food.
Yeah, there's this crazy video. I can't remember the name of the channel. I'll try to find it. But I was watching this thing. It's like Life in the 30s. And this was before World War II.
I mean, just watching American Primeval, the grub sitch is fucked.
I mean, that is a show. This is life. This was
I know.
This was made in the 30s.
But I'm saying just watching that stuff, it's like you start thinking like, dude, these guys aren't hitting 3 square. No. Like they're not tracking their macros and they're shredded.
Yeah, I got it in the Great Depression too for a little while, and one of the theories was
I never even thought of that.
I'm telling you, get into this gold shit, dude. FDR, who also is a Fly member, just like Jared Kushner. So is Teddy Roosevelt, both Roosevelts.
Dude, I just saw Annie Jr. with my family. My little sister was like fucked up in the head that which one's in the wheelchair?
FDR.
FDR's in the wheelchair, and she's like, "Wait, there's a president in a wheelchair?" I was like, "Yeah, he's right there." She's like, "No, there's no way." I was like, "Dude,
Probably it was the most powerful man in the world ever
in a wheelchair."
Yeah,
honestly.
But yeah, he took the gold. I gotta try to remember this, but
FDR.
You can look it up. He was like, "Yo, man, it was they made it illegal to have gold."
Yeah.
And the gold price was, I don't know, I'm just making it up. Say the gold, they're like, dude, give us the gold. Give us all your gold.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you 31 cents for it, whatever. And then they put it all in Fort Knox, and then he says, gold's worth 38 cents.
Yes.
Whatever. Like, they just fucked everybody. Yeah. And that was another...
They made it illegal to buy shit in gold.
That was another wave of fucking inflation, where people were like, God damn, the money's not worth it. Like, dude, this has been going on.
Forever.
Since the Fed. Like,
Jackal Island.
Yeah, and like, dude, they try to tell you that there's these boom and bust cycles. This is all bullshit.
Made up.
All of this is made up.
So everyone, it's a theory. Like anything that's too hard to explain, dude, is made up.
I know. They just sit there and they laugh. They just look at me and go, "Okay, dum dum. I gotta see if fucking Francis knows about the fly." It's a Harvard finishing club,
bro. Anytime I get hit in the conspiracy realm of documentaries with money, it's like fucking you turn on a white noise machine. I start drooling.
Yeah,
I cannot follow it, and
it's like the Jacques Vallée.
And like it's so fucking crazy that it makes no sense. Just like let's drop it.
Yeah, but one of the things when I was gonna say about people working in the 30s, there was some shit where they're like, dude, what is it? Like, what are we gonna do with these guys? They're gonna be fucked up. And like one of the dudes was like, don't worry, they'll work hard. We'll make them work harder. They'll work harder for it. And it's like that's what they do to you.
All day.
That's why they don't. That's why minimum wage is still
$7.25.
Dude, like that's. If you look at inflation, it's a lifetime ago.
It's fucking crazy.
You know what I mean?
I was at Pat's Pizza getting $7.25.
Yeah, they pretty much let you get. They pretty much right now let you work for one meal.
Yeah, that was like that fucking thing I sent you.
That's pretty much like what it is.
An hour of work is like a bacon, egg, and cheese, coffee, and a water. On your way to work, it's like that's an hour.
Yeah.
I swear to God, dude,
I remember used to doing the math on this. Like when I was younger, I was like doing like pack of smokes. I was doing all kinds of fucking hourly work math
all day long.
I'm still keeping like 6 hours. I'm like then I was like drinking half of it. That was a problem. But
yeah, I swear to God, dude, like that thing I sent you last night. Like if they started using like money, and it was just like this is X amount of hours of your work. Do you want to swipe the card? People would clam up big time.
What are you saying?
Like instead of having USD at Wawa when you go and check out, it's like this is 3.5 hours.
It'd start riots, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like people would freak the fuck out if you had a visual representation of every time you swipe that card, how hard you worked for it.
Yeah, but you have no choice.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that weird thing on 4chan.
You see that video of the dude flipping out at Subway with the EBT card?
No.
He punches the guy? That's crazy.
Why?
He had a whole sandwich made up. And then,
I think I did see this. He flipped the fuck out.
He flipped the fuck out, yeah.
Yeah, they're getting angry because they're saying RFK is taking sugars and stuff off of like refined sugar.
I'm just on the Jack Cruz tip, man. Like fucking.
Yeah, son.
Let's deal with food after we have the Nuremberg trial of COVID. Also a psyop, only 24 people are on trial.
What?
Nuremberg. I think it's only 24 people.
Really?
Yeah, man. Tell me more. Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little
Here's
lies.
the thing. When you're telling
I'll look it up. But it's not. That was a show. That was a show trial, man.
When you were saying that Kushner wants to live forever, right? And if it is until 2045.
I'm just saying, in the underbelly of the elite, there might be whispers of longevity.
Yeah.
And that thing I sent you, it's from 2022. He was like, I got to stay in shape because I'm told I won't be able to live forever.
So that's what I'm saying.
Longevity velocity.
Theory is if you're all these elites and they know that, you hit everyone with a mass bioweapon, culling as many people as you need to make the earth cozy for living forever. So like you don't want all these motherfuckers here to make it to 2045. Like you're gonna have to give as many people as you can the jab. Yeah. And then all those people will fucking die off, and then 2045 comes around. I don't even know what you would do. Like I've thought about that before, like when I was fucked up. Like living forever would be terrifying. If it never ended, this was just the sitch.
But you can only imagine this sitch. Like imagine if Imagine if you were promised like slaves or something, or if you had people. Imagine if you had like access to everything in the world. Like for me,
every day is a vacation.
For me, like I know there's not enough time for me to do all the stuff I want to do.
Yeah,
and I come to grips with all that. And like my life's not some fucking
physical death.
It's not some crazy cool thing that I get like.
Yeah.
But if you're rich, it is. Yeah, so like if you're rich, it's like every day you wake up and you're like, what's this awesome video game gonna look like today? And you can do whatever you want. Why would you want that to end? You know?
True, but you know, I wouldn't mind returning to the fucking great one.
Well, you gotta think they don't have that too. So
yeah, it might just be people are getting. Did you see the thing with France wanting Statue of Liberty back?
What?
France wants the Statue of Liberty back, or a girl from like
they're gonna have to go through Kushner, bro.
Some politician or some shit.
France after they defiled the Last Supper. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot they fucking did that. Were you about to play something?
I was gonna play when he goes, "It's cozy."
Oh, well, Hans Zimmer, yeah, that was probably one of the best pianos I've ever seen. Yeah, this whole time I never really understood shit about the Kushners. The name sounded familiar, but I didn't know Trump's fucking partying. That like you told me a while ago about like the factions in Israel and how it isn't just like Israel versus the world. It's like
obviously,
there's factions
just like
in
America.
Yeah, but I don't think about these things, dude. I'm thinking about the U.S. Once you get that, I have no idea how that shit works.
It's the same, but I'm saying it's the same as us.
But it is crazy, like Kushner fucking and his squad.
They have a different Wikipedia.
What?
Yeah, so like, dude, if you take, so all languages have Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And you just assume that they're just translating it.
It's on their thing.
What?
All the languages.
What are you talking about?
On Wikipedia. If you go to sign into Wikipedia, like I think on their logo is like all these different languages and shit.
Yeah, but if you highlight something and translate it from English to another language, it won't match up.
Yeah.
So like, say you looked up something like the Nakba.
Yeah.
But then you looked it up in Hebrew, you're gonna get a totally different story.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's propaganda.
Or is it like some Russian shit where like Russians have way different ways of explaining things in Russian than they do in English?
Totally different story.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they're hiding some stuff.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you go, because they really monitor English. So English is like the big one.
Yeah.
So like the real war for Wikipedia is there, but all the propaganda that like other countries get in their little country, they can fuck with that big time.
Oh yeah.
So there's a huge industry of like going over to countries and saboteuring their public through their wikis.
That's fucking
because they're like, oh, the Americans believe in Wikipedia, and they're just assuming that like
you can write whatever the fuck you want on Wikipedia.
You can write whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, that was like shout out my English teacher in high school, but they hated it.
That's what people do. They have like that's like a job for people is to go like work on Wikipedia entries.
Musk always talks about buying it.
Yeah, he would love to buy it because
that shit's fucking crazy.
If he had Twitter, if he was controlling the conversation and the history, like whatever the young kid, who the fuck knows? That I think the world's going to hell in a handbasket with this youth.
I don't think so.
They're not going to read books. They're going to be on AI generated responses. So like when AI, say you're Grok, and you want to fucking tell me what I'm looking up,
yeah,
they're just going to skim. Wikipedia's going to be one of the things they skim. So he's going to want dibs on that too.
Yeah, true.
Like that's just getting fed from the rest of the internet.
I have hope for the younglings. The screenagers, not so much. Some of them are just fucked. I actually saw a thing that was talking about IVF kids and how they're like fucking. You're just like no offense to anyone who had a fucking IVF kid, but they're saying that they're having like problems because they're like prone to like fucking illnesses and shit down the road. They're making weaker men.
Right.
Dude, I mean, not to like fucking say something's good or bad, but I just saw that and I was like, damn, that would be fucked up. Right. If they took away everyone's fucking ability to reproduce and then just start hitting you with the easiest people to control.
Yeah, like you would think like the whole thing would be to have like a backyard farm to like kind of learn how to live off the land and then have healthy children where you wouldn't
ultra right wing.
You like wouldn't have to go to the hospital, so you wouldn't have to get the drugs, and like you wouldn't have to risk like the autism with the fucking shots.
Yeah.
Even though they say there's no evidence, which I think is fucking insane. Something's doing it.
It's mercury going into your fucking brain when you're a baby. You're getting 17 shots when you're a fucking baby, dude. I think that's literally the only thing. It's not their mom's tit milk. Everything else you've been doing since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Maybe the baby food, but not even. Like, you can make your own baby food and get it.
Well, their argument is you would all die.
From what?
From diseases.
Doesn't exist.
Like
that's just bullshit, bro.
Say like a mother had like 6 kids, 2 of them would survive. That's the reality of the world until there was vaccines.
Until there was doctors.
No, I'm saying that's what they say.
That's what they say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, and then when they go to Africa, same deal. Then they go to Africa, start doing the now all their kids don't die. The population of Africa is like fucking quadrupled, bro.
I mean, this is weird out there.
If you believe those numbers.
This is weird out there shit, but I swear to God, autism's a limited hangout with vaccines. I think they're just making ticking time bombs for cancer that they're going to take all their money when they're older. So you get all these fucking shots, and then down there, like, cancer's at an all-time high. Vaccinations are at an all-time high. Fucking Cruz is talking about the SV40. Like, everyone has this, like, they get destroyed by big pharma, have the SV40 in them, and you have dormant cancer just waiting to get ignited into turbo cancer, and that will wipe out all of your funds.
Yeah.
That will make what you're talking about with, like, the kingdoms and, like, the real people with all the money, you will lose everything.
I was talking to Ricky about, like, I hossed that tree in there.
You did?
And that tree is not the tree I bought. So the one I bought was little.
Yeah.
You know?
Same species, though, right?
Yeah, same species, but it's little. And then I was like, dude, because Ricky was like, dude, that thing's probably 20 years old. And I was like, man, do they, like, live forever?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, no, they have a lifespan. And I'm like, yeah, so, like, if you just, even if you, like, change the dirt and all this stuff, like, it'll still just live and then die.
What's your lifespan?
Like 75 years, 100. He goes, that thing probably has 75 years left in it.
Fuck, bro, you're building an end.
Oh, for real. But, like, I've thought about that shit before a lot. Like, that the trees are, like, we like, really destroyed this planet, man. And, like, we got to get back to walking around with the trees and, like, respecting the trees, man.
Yes,
and
obviously.
like the fig tree and
nature
all
worship.
But
you want to become a pagan?
I was just kind of sitting there and just going like, damn, it is crazy. Like, fucking everything just dies.
Yeah,
you can't fight it. Like, why? How are you going to try to hit me with longevity velocity, dude? When fucking trees die, they don't move.
They don't even got assholes, bro. Like, they have nothing, and they're still getting like tumors and shit.
Their job is pretty much to chill.
Just to make, yeah, I was thinking about that the other day because all the old, like, how sick this probably looked with old growth.
Oh yeah,
it was.
It looks like a fairy tale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was probably like nature worship makes complete sense. Then you start hitting me like, not saying like I'm not a fucking Satanist. I'm not saying like fuck God or anything like that. But like, I think they're really trying to put the lid on all that nature worship and like that AEWR stuff, where it's like they had cathedrals that were just built to worship. Because like, dude, trees give you oxygen. I'll worship that. I see a tree. I know that. Like, I know that thing is.
Yeah, but they didn't know that.
What?
Like, they didn't know that.
I know they didn't know, but like, they were fucking walking around old growth forest like, dude, this shit fucking rules. So they're pumped up on it. But like, yeah. I'm not with any of this stuff right now. Like, all the religions, everything, like, it's back to nature worship. And I think we'll be fucking good to go.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy to think you're gonna outlive a tree.
You're an asshole.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's from science fiction.
Yeah.
All this stuff is from.
They're nerds.
It's Highland, Lazarus Long. The crazy thing, when I was looking into Peter Thiel, was he quotes the fucking Hobbit cartoon in his. That's how fraud that motherfucker is. That's a crazy one.
It was only a matter of time.
Right before
you got
his company's called. He has a company called Valar Company. When Valar are like the fucking gods in Middle Earth.
Of course.
Tolkien made an entire world, man. I'm getting into the Dune world, though.
Are you really?
Dude, Dune, Ricky was like, bro.
Are you reading the books?
I might try to read the book. I don't know how big it is,
it's a
but
babe magnet, dude.
What, Dune?
Chicks are always holding the Dune book.
Well, Ricky said the later books get tough. Like, fucking, I got into this shit about when they take them, they incorporate, so if you want to be a guild master, like travel through if you want to be a navigator, right?
Through space,
you have to like see the future to see the calamities of like hyperspace.
Right.
So like if say you want to fold space, what if something's there when you pop up? Boom, you got to see this stuff coming.
Yeah.
Is
that the dude who flips his eyes in the back of his head?
No, that's a mentat. They're like human calculators. There's guild navigators that are like the highest regarded in the highest form, like the highest esteem of that world. And what they have to do is just go through training on the melange, and they live with the spice to the point where like they
it becomes one.
Physically mutate into like a fish-like being that floats in a tank. And like I think one of the Atreides does this like in the future.
That's tough.
After Paul like becomes the God Emperor or whatever.
Yeah.
He becomes like Geodis of that whole situation.
Fuck, I forgot about Geodis.
Geodis, yeah, bro.
He could be the last. There was I think it was Strange Sauna. I didn't fucking finish it though. They were talking about the golden age of Trump and all that, like getting into all that stuff where it's like, dude, this guy is the Antichrist.
Yeah, that's not a fun one. Been tricked before. Probably gonna get tricked again.
Yeah, I fucking hope. My only like thing that's calming me down is like you can't run again. So,
it is a crazy maneuver because you'd have to, like, if you wanted to do it, you'd really have to put some wackos up against them.
To what?
Like, if you wanted to, like, bring in, if you wanted to guarantee the fucking Antichrist, dude, you'd have to have, like, the people, like, you're going to want people to think he's saving you.
I mean, dude, they're...
From mutilating kids.
They're on track right now.
You know what I mean?
They're on track to do that.
To save us.
No, I'm saying, like, they're making that, the left and all that stuff so fucked up and weird, where like he might be God Emperor. Like that's on the table right now. If it keeps going in this trajectory, and they're not standing up for fucking little boys with brain cancer and fucking kids.
I thought they were done though.
What?
Oh, you're just talking about the politicians.
I'm just saying, like the politicians, like
I think if you take away these influencers and all this stuff, these are spies, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is not an organic thing. Nobody wakes up one day.
The Epstein files are some of the funniest shit in the world.
Yeah, nobody wakes up one day and is like, you know what? I'm gonna lop my kid's dick off. He kept telling me he was a girl last week.
Yeah,
that's not a thing, dude.
You listen to that in 1984.
You have to slowly get
1989.
You gotta get like engineered into being like, this is what we're all doing.
Yeah, it's a snafu. You get into a pure snafu.
Yeah, right.
It's like we're not turning back.
Situation, I can't remember snafu.
Situation normal, all fucked up or something that. But like those people, like there's no turning back. Like you got triple boosted. Turbo cancer is coming.
That's a tough one.
Like you just have to go into what's that? Patricide or what's family annihilation? Family annihilation.
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna have to take everyone with you and start again. These people fucked up so bad. Like you can see it on their faces that they fucked up so bad.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Trump was supposed to not be in presidency. I felt this pain before, dude. I didn't look like that though. When Biden got in, did his State of the Union shit, I wasn't.
They turned into guild navigators, dude. They lost their fucking. They fucking went ballistic, bro. They don't look. They don't look right. All the girls got fucking mullets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these
shit
people
got fucked up.
I mean, like, dude, like you could be medicated and like fucked up. Never
forget what they took from you, bro.
Takes so long as a chick to grow your hair out, dude.
Why?
I don't know. They're all like chicks always have because they fucking color it and shit.
Yeah.
It's like chicks are always coloring and frying their hair, and it's cool. Like if you have long hair, cut that shit, see what happens. Get that buzz cut. You look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I was watching the
3 years, dude.
I was watching the Manson thing, and the Errol Morris made it. Really, they call it chaos. They really didn't do Tom O'Neill.
The Netflix?
Yeah, they didn't really do Tom O'Neill's book justice in that. They pretty much just did another like little weird Netflix Manson thing. Kind of like reverse fucking dog whistle, where they're like
dog whistle.
They hit Tom O'Neill with like, so you really like Errol Morris is Hamilton Morris's dad.
Oh, really?
Right. So he did like famous documentaries in the early 2000s. So he's like a GOAT documentarian.
I had no fucking idea.
Right. So he's sitting there just going. So like Hamilton's like,
any particular group, dude.
Oh, okay.
It says a subtly aimed political message which is intended for and can only be understood by a particular group.
Okay, cool.
That was a dog whistle.
So, yeah, like, so, Hamilton's like the fucking genius of all LSDs. And
King of vocal fry.
Yeah, so he says to Tom O'Neill, like, you really think that they were doing this? Because he's probably hearing from Hamilton, like, LSD doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Bill, let me tell you, if I gave you a bunch of acid and I didn't take it, and I started, and 4 months was convincing you that, and we lived on a ranch.
I'm big boy.
Dude, we lived on a ranch, and there was no TV or nothing, no visitors. And we were sitting around a campfire.
I mean, dude, you could do this without LSD to me.
So, without the LSD, you saw me shoot a black dude.
Yeah.
I take you to a ranch, and then for the next 3 months, I give you LSD and tell you that that was a Black Panther, and the Black Panthers are coming after us.
I mean, I'm cooked.
And we're listening to the White Album, and we're listening to Piggies and Blackbird, and this is what it's all about. Blackbird's gonna rise, and it's the Black Panthers, and they're gonna come and get us, and it's gonna kick off. We're gonna start the racial holy war because I am the second coming of Christ.
All else fails. Let's just see what happens.
If I did this to you, bro, you'd be fucked up for years. Those Manson chicks were shaving their head.
Oh, yeah.
They carved fucking X's in their heads. And the one girl, still to this day, is like, I can't get Charlie out of my head. But, like, dude, if you paired that drug with mind control, it would completely fuck you up for years.
Forever, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what, like, I don't understand anyone's argument with that. Like,
Aaron Moore's just like, you really think they were doing that? It's like, dude, they were in Canada trying to erase people.
Yeah, I mean, one time.
Yeah.
One strong dose, you're orange juice, man, dude.
I mean, that's a myth. Like,
that's a myth, but I'm saying, like, if you were trying to fuck with someone.
If you purposely wanted to go after it and you did it multiple times, you could definitely create like a Manchurian Candidate type situation.
Play over and over that I'm the son of Satan and I trip acid for fucking
Who
6.
killed Bambi, bro? This is what it is. It's Sirhan. This is how you get these guys.
Yeah.
Because like Jack Ruby allegedly lost his mind in an afternoon. He was a fucking gangster.
Be like that.
He was like a wannabe Tony Soprano, fucking like strip club kind of a guy.
Yeah.
Like a Bada Bing type.
Yeah.
And those guys aren't known for their mental health awareness.
Hell no.
And the dude literally fucking went schizophrenic after talking to Jolly West.
So that dude probably got up in his ass.
Yeah, Lewis, Jolie, and West.
I mean, you could lose your mind in an afternoon if you're sitting there talking to Jolly West, and when you're not looking, he puts acid in your fucking cup.
I can't remember, but like Tom O'Neill's like in the thing, he's like he never nailed Jolly West and Charlie in the same room together, but I fucking remember looking into Iran Contra and how
I remember you looking into this.
It rolls into Reagan's administration of California, and Jolly West does something for the kids. He starts like the children's health.
I vaguely remember this.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember that? I gotta look that back up. Something like that. He ended up like getting rewarded. He had a great fucking career.
He had like a Rockefeller like cleanup campaign with that.
It's kind of like he just got, rewarded for what he was involved in because they couped the country when they killed JFK.
Yeah, got away with it.
Jared Kushner has a fucking picture of JFK behind him all the time at his desk.
For real?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
totally unrelated.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That's like when are you familiar with King Von?
You're like, oh, what's up, BB? I'll hit the basement.
Yeah. Are you familiar with King Von?
No, what's that?
Lil Durk.
I don't know what you're saying.
When they kill their enemies, they say they're smoking on them. And that's like pretty much Kushner saying they're smoking on Kennedy.
Yeah, right.
They're rolling up blunts smoking on Kennedy.
They're smoking on Kennedy because they cooed the fucking country.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally doing this shit all the time.
They got Lil Kennedy.
That's what I'm saying. They're hitting Trump with the golden pager, still smoking on Kennedy after all these years.
For real, bro.
Let that man rest.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm reading.
You guys got one assassination under your belt. You think you're the best.
I'm reading up on, all the American intel when they were flying the U-2 planes over and all, like, they watched them build Dimona. So that's the fucking nuclear power plant that they had in the Negev desert.
Yeah.
And, like, Israel's like a socialist country. So they were, like, promoting, like, dude, you Americans are, like, kind of capitalist. We're going to go more, like... So they were in between. Like, they call themselves Shia as a country, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, that's weird.
But their father, they consider the U.S. their father, but Russia their mother. Like, this is during the Cold War. They played both sides.
It's like a kid you just don't want.
They played both sides a little bit, but then, like, after a while, they were like, dude, we have to be with the U.S. Like, this is not working out.
Yeah.
But the Russians were getting heated, and this is when the Russians were back in Arab countries. So, like, Israel didn't have a choice. They were like, fucking...
What year?
In the 60s.
Oh, okay.
So, like, but in the...
Russians started going crazy with some Arabs.
Dude, in the 50s, when they were doing this shit, they just basically grabbed slaves. So, first of all, the French are like, don't worry, we got you. We'll help you.
With slaves?
The French jump in that... they love slaves, dude. They own Africa. They fucking...
If you treated them right, it would be cool.
Dude.
It'd be like buying friends.
They buzz over there. Fucking the French are like, we'll show you how to do this. There's a bunch of Jewish guys that were working for the French nuclear program. So they come to fucking Israel. The Americans don't know that, like, the Americans do know, but officially the Americans are like,
Yeah.
this is not happening.
They put the fake earmuffs on.
But they were watching them do the concrete. So we were counting concrete trucks.
Yeah.
And we're going, dude, this is going way. I can't remember what they said. It was they said it was a textile factory. And
It was like fucking 15-foot
it was
wide
just
walls.
nonstop. It was nonstop concrete pours. So they're like, dude,
Always gets them with the logistics.
I know. They don't know how fire works. They're like, they'll never guess.
Just keep pouring the concrete.
Like, so fucking we're sitting there and we're like, yeah, they're doing nuclear shit. That's way too much concrete. And
I wonder how many trucks they went over.
well, it's kind of like there's like estimates in the book, but the funniest part of it is they had this government where like you got benefits if you worked.
Yeah.
But you only counted as a worker if you had been working for 2 months. So they fired every employee on the 59th day, and then they would rehire them the next day.
Unreal.
So they only worked in 59-day chunks. So they would never be counted as like, and they only did this. Remember I was telling you they have like
to their own people?
They have different tiers. No, it's like, so like the top tier, you know how you always hate the people above you, like in the caste system?
Yeah.
So like the Polish Jews like hated the French. They were like, what do they think? They think they're better than us.
Mm-hmm.
But then they would take the Jews that are just like the desert Jews, and have them work for 59 days and then tell them to go fucking pound sand.
I've met some of those boys. They're
the Moshis, dude. They're rugged.
They're a crazy bunch.
Like I want to piss those dudes off.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking crazy. But what happened with the Demona?
I mean, they ended up being able to make a bomb a year. I mean, they have a secret thing called the Samsonaut. So you know the story of Samson?
Yeah.
Sick ass fucker. I had a book. So cool. He went blind.
There's a kid we used to call Samson.
Really?
Yeah.
Like because of the story?
Long hair, yeah.
Sick. So, like,
makes you want to grow your hair out.
Yeah. Well, his fucking tribe is a cool name. I can't remember it.
It's not the same.
Oh, it's Nazarenes, maybe?
That's sick.
Can't remember. But they have a religion, yeah, where you don't cut your hair. But anyway, Samson takes the temple down with him. He pushes the pillars out.
Yeah.
You know. And that's the Samson option. Is like, we're all here in this clusterfuck of the Middle East.
Jim Jones.
We will fucking go out together, my brother. And we will use nukes if we're forced to.
Suicide packs are wild.
The Egyptians were like they were like, dude, fuck it, trying to build a nuke. The Americans are going to watch the concrete trucks. Yeah. They were like smarter. They were like, just give us ballistic, like give us missiles on missiles.
Air defense, please.
And they had tons of like conventional weapons, but the Israelis were like, if we can get to one nuke, no one will fucking touch us.
Yeah, I mean, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You're literally fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You're like putting the gun to your head, pointing at someone else, pointing at your head.
Well, they say like, if you're traumatized as a person, you will bring that out to other people.
Yeah.
If you're
hurt people.
If you're traumatized as a country, it's like the guys that are controlling. If you let the dudes from fucking Poland that were in the Badlands in World War II run the fucking country for
Julu?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still fucked up about UFO, dude.
I call it the Badlands.
Yeah, the Badlands. If you fucking go back there, you're gonna kind of just bring hell to people because you grew up in hell, right?
That's all you know.
Like that shit with fucking Teal and Elon Musk and all this stuff. Like when I was a kid, they had this thing called like the
You're not thinking straight if you're that scared.
Yeah. There was this thing called the Truth and Reconciliation Committee or something. And it was like after apartheid. And it was like they doged South Africa. And I'm wondering like, is this what these guys are on like subconsciously?
Probably.
Because like their whole thing was like, we got to find out what went wrong with the government. And it's all like, this is what happened. This is what happened. This is, and it was like a whole thing like, let's put the swords down.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what happened, but nobody's going to be hung.
We'll release Mandela. He's not dead.
I don't know, yeah. What did they call it when they put the tire around you and light you on fire?
Necklacing.
Necklacing, yeah.
Crazy Nelson Mandela was up to that.
It's crazy that people are sitting there going, it's some kind of weird thing to not let these these white South Africans in our country.
What do you mean?
It's just a crazy thing, like where they're saying this is so fucked up.
To let them in?
Yeah, when they're like, "Oh yeah, Trump's gonna let them in." It's like, I mean, what do you want to happen?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm confused.
That's their argument with Mexico and all that other shit. They're saying Trump only cares because they're white. Bigot.
I guess, dude, but I mean, That's fucking,
those dudes are different whites.
There's stadiums of fucking black dudes literally chanting "kill all white people."
Yeah,
it's not like
their numbers are pretty insane.
Yeah, it's not like dudes trying to cross the border on a bus.
Yeah, I just like the South Africans, or just like, how about this? Go somewhere, make some, like, there's empty land everywhere,
dude. Every time they do, hey man,
what? Don't go in the Middle East. Don't go to Africa.
Madagascar.
Literally.
Yeah.
Get us, like, imagine if.
No, I mean that you come up with these plans, dude, and then the shit gets bad. The dudes are fucked up.
Yeah. You can't kill them though. So just put them on an island. At least make it like fucking Margaritaville or something like that.
It's what Australia was, bro. It's what Van Diemen's Land was.
Fuck, bro. Yeah, we can't ever put them. But like, even Australia is kind of fucked up. The bush is bad, bro. You watch Australia Alone?
Nah,
it's a good show. It's Alone, but in Tassie.
I've heard. I think I watched an Alone.
Yeah, you definitely watched Alone, but this Alone takes place in Tassie, and Tassie's really close to Antarctica, and the fucking weather's crazy.
Right.
Because it's so close to Antarctica, the ice wall and shit like that. See that picture I sent you? It was a flat ass Earth, 52 miles high, dude.
That's nothing. I mean, I don't mean to Neil deGrasse you, but come on, man, 52 miles.
I'm just saying it's pretty fucking high.
No Drive curve. 52 miles.
It's long as shit. Up. How big's the highest mountain?
I don't know.
52 miles is long, bro. See,
yeah, but I mean the curve, like, you'd have to get so high.
I cannot believe you, for real.
You'd have to get so high to see the curve, man.
No, you don't. If the curve is there, like they say, like,
they go back and forth
in miles, bro. I'll figure this out right now.
I'm not gonna, man, I'm never gonna get on a fucking ship and go to Mars. I'm just saying, I'm seeing some of the new footage and I'm liking it.
Damn, that's pretty high.
The new pictures of the planets, I'm like, damn, this is sick.
There's something up, dude. Like, that video of the Dragon Force or whatever the fuck that thing was flying is so fake.
You wouldn't know what it would look like though. You've never been that high.
ISS, nothing, dude. What is this? Look.
I can't see it.
That's what's going on right now. That's like, oh, you got a live feed from the ISS. Like, dude, that looks like my phone's in my pocket.
That's nighttime.
Is it?
I can see it. That's nighttime, and then that's the wing.
Yeah, but dude, how's it nighttime in space?
Because they're flying around the Earth and it's dark. The sun's on the other side of the Earth. We just had a lunar. I stayed up all night. The night I watched I watched Sicario 1 and Sicario 2 to try to watch the fucking blood moon, which never happened. Because Philadelphia blows and it's covered in clouds all the time.
It was bad. Fucking Sunday morning, the sun was so white, and it was just like, everyone's freaking out about the chemical sprays and shit like that lately. Like
the fog? The
fog, the iron in the sky and shit like that. Dude, that's what I'm saying.
They had a loss of signal. They're on the other side of the Earth, dude.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy how you go to bat for these guys.
I'm not going to bat for them.
Your tax dollars at work, dude.
I know.
You got yourself a nice camera. These guys can't even do that.
So allegedly what the story is that NASA kind of thought it would go privatized by now. So they've been just kicking around waiting. They're not spending all kinds of money like they used to. They've been waiting around for all these other guys to pick up the pace, and they're not doing it. So now NASA's just back to fucking. They've just been stuck at this thing.
They're back to stealing tax dollars.
Because they thought like fucking the private industry would kind of want to. Remember when what's the dude, Richard Branson, the dude with the fucking island, was like, I'm gonna take people up. Nobody wants to do it.
Bezos too.
Nobody wants to do it, dude.
You can't get up there.
Okay.
Everyone would probably want to get to space. If it was commercially available to go to space, dude, everyone would want to go there.
Maverick went up there in a fucking...
Fuck you. Tom Cruise, a Scientologist. No shit, he's doing shit. Like, oh, yeah, I went up there. Fucking Hubbard was sitting there jacking off with Parsons from JPL.
Tell you what, it's very spooky that he showed up at that Olympics and he's taking the flame to L.A.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's very fucking weird.
He is the light bringer.
It's fucking weird.
A high-level Thetan doing some shit like that. I don't believe that Brian Johnson shit and Eternal Life, but I swear to God, I think Tom Cruise may be one of those dudes.
Oh, waiting for longevity velocity?
I think he's figured it out.
Nah.
The motherfucker's jumping from planes, bro.
I know. Yeah.
Did you see Nero running in 0 Day?
Nah, I didn't.
Body double. It's in the beginning. He's running through the woods and he runs up steps. It's like a close-up of his feet.
I saw him like jogging Jogging with his dog or something.
Dude, there's no way Robert De Niro is running.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old he is.
Look up how old he is. I think he's like 80 something.
I don't know, dude. Yeah.
He's old as balls, dude. They got him jogging like he's never been fitter.
I'll get back to it. I just saw when they arrested like the Alex Jones type dude.
Yeah,
and then I was like, this is ridiculous.
They always try to do that. And that I got when we were talking.
It's weird how much they're in their head about that shit now.
About Jones?
Where it was like doing that type of thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like watching.
They brushed that shit off when I was younger.
You see him show his house? And it's like the house, like the Alex Jones character in Zero Day. They show like the palatial estate he has.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where I get weirded out when Ian Carroll keeps calling it the industry and shit like that. It's like these people think of it like they show you that the green guy's house in Zero Day as if he's some sort of mogul. It's like, bro, the bandwidth alone. You're not going to have a crib like that.
They're out here swatting fucking info warriors, dude.
Yeah, swatted a bunch of info warriors and a few other dudes. I hope that doesn't happen to anyone.
Is it really Zizians or is it just like...
that's just my...
your juice?
That's
my... I didn't know if it was like an actual cult, man.
I don't know.
There's real cults out there.
Yeah, the Zizians, I don't think they're swatting Jones. There was a fucking hilarious thing I saw on 4chan where they're saying there's a thing called the egg guard. And there's like a group of people on Discord who like pre-buy all the eggs because they think right-wingers love them and need them so much. So they pre-buy all the eggs so you can't get any.
Nice.
We're good.